Hi and good morning students. I am Shraddha Patil from Bangalore. I did my Masters in Mathematics in 2019 from University of Mysore, and I worked as an Assistant Professor of Mathematics in Jain Engineering College for 3 years. Simultaneously, I conducted home tuitions from grade 1 to grade 10. Today, I am here to teach you the topic types and properties of a quadrilateral. Okay, so before understanding the word quadrilateral, let us understand a term called as polygon. Okay, it has two words in it, poly and gon. Poly means many, gon means it is sides. Okay, a shape which has many sides, it is called as polygon. Now, basic figure polygon starts with a triangle. Okay, so how many sides it has? 1, 2, 3, and it is a closed figure. In a closed figure, always number of sides is equal to number of angles, only in closed figure. Okay, how many number of sides are there? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. 3 sides and 3 angles. So it is the first type of polygon. Next one is quadrilateral. Okay, it has 4 lines and 4 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines and 4 angles. Quadra. Okay, quadra means 4. That's why it is called as quadrilateral. Next one is pentagon, which has 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so it goes on. How many angles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and it goes on. Hexagon, heptagon, octagon and so on. Now we are dealing only with quadrilaterals. What are the types of quadrilaterals and what are the properties of quadrilaterals? Okay, so the shapes which has 4 angles and 4 lines, only we are dealing with that. So there are 6 basic types of quadrilateral. I will list down all of them and let us learn one by one. First one is square. Next one is rectangle. Third one is parallelogram. Next one is rhombus. Next one is kite, and the last one is trapezium. Okay, so there are basically 6 type of quadrilaterals. Let us learn one by one. First we will pick square. So square is a figure wherein all the sides are of equal length. Okay, if this line is of 10 centimeter, this is also of 10, this is also of 10 and this is also of 10 centimeter. All the lines should be of equal measure, equal length. That is the first property of square. Next, these two opposite pair of lines are parallel to each other, and these two pair of opposite lines are parallel to each other. Parallel means they never, if you extend these two lines, they never meet. Okay, so that is they don't have a common point. Okay, it continues in this way only, it continues in this way only. So these two lines are of pair of parallel lines, and these two are pair of parallel lines. Now talking about the angle, how many angles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and all are of 90 degree. 90, 90, 90 and 90. All are of 90 degrees. Now talking about the diagonals. First, what do you mean by a diagonal? When you join two opposite vertices, it is a diagonal. Two opposite vertices, it is a diagonal. And these diagonals bisect each other. Bisect means what? Cutting it into two equal halves. Okay, when you cut a line, the two halves will be are of same length. So these two and these two are of same length. Okay, so one such day-to-day example, I have got an interesting example, that is, see, I have a coaster which is of square. Okay, this is of square shape. These all lines are of same length. Take a ruler and measure it. Okay, all are of same length. This is an example for a square. And one more such interesting example I have, that is this biscuit I have. Okay, again, see, measure all these four lengths, all are of same length. You can see by, see here, all these are of same length. So this is these are some examples I have got. Okay, so what are the, briefly we will one by one tell the examples. So first one is, all the sides are of equal length, opposite pair of lines are parallel, all the angles are 90 degrees and diagonals bisect each other. These are the properties of square. Next, we will consider rectangle. Okay, so rectangle is a shape okay, so here opposite lines, opposite sides are of same length, and these two opposite sides are of same length, isn't it? When you consider this as 20 centimeter, these two are of 10 centimeter. These two are equal and these two are equal. If this is 20, this should be also 20. If this is 10, this should be also 10. Okay, so in rectangle there is only one difference, that is opposite pair of lines are of same length. Okay, not all the sides are equal, only the opposite pair of lines are equal. Again, these two lines are parallel, these two lines are parallel. When you join the diagonals, okay, when you join the diagonals, they bisect each other. These two are of same length and these two are of same length. Again, this angle is always 90 degrees. These are the properties of rectangle. Now, in day-to-day life, I have one example, that is a notebook. Okay, you can see here, these two are of same length. This length and this length, it is of same length, and this length and bottom, these are also of same length. Take your notebook and measure it with your ruler. Okay, there you can find out whether it is a rectangle or square or anything. Okay, so whatever such type of examples you have in your home, okay, just take a ruler and measure it. Measure the opposite sides, measure the all sides. You will get to know whether it's a square or it is a rectangle. Now, next we will deal with parallelogram. Parallelogram, it is something like this. This is called a parallelogram. Here, opposite sides are of equal length. These two and these two, they are of equal length, and these two are parallel. These two opposite pair of lines are parallel, and these angles are not equal to 90. They are either greater than 90 or less than 90. Okay, and when you draw the diagonals, okay, they again bisect each other. These two are of equal length and these two are of equal length. Okay, so in parallelogram there is only one slight difference, that is these angles are not equal to 90. They are either more than 90 or less than 90. Okay, this is a parallelogram. Opposite pair of lines are parallel. These two opposite pair of lines are parallel, and diagonals bisect each other. This is an example for parallelogram. Now, let us discuss rhombus. So, rhombus is something like this. It looks like this. Is it not a diamond shape? Yes. When you see a diamond shape, it is something like rhombus shape only. Okay. So, let us understand the properties of rhombus. These all four sides are of equal length. All the sides are of equal length. Okay. So, if this is 10, 10, 10, 10, all the sides are of equal length. but here the angles are of not 90 degree, they are again either greater or lesser than 90 degrees. Okay, and opposite pair of lines, these two are parallel and these two are parallel. Okay, opposite pair of lines are parallel and all the sides are of equal length. Now, one special property of this rhombus is about its diagonal. Okay, when you join these two opposite vertices, these diagonals, they make an angle 90 degree with each other. Okay, the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Okay, this is one important and interesting property of a rhombus. You always remember this. Okay, now in day-to-day example you can see some sweets. Okay, for example Kaju Katli. Okay, it is in a rhombus shape. Have you eaten Kaju Katli? Yeah, everyone must have eaten. So Kaju Katli is a rhombus shape, and one day-to-day example that you can see is diamond. Shape of diamond is also rhombus shape. Understood? So quickly, what are the properties of rhombus? All the sides are equal, opposite pair of lines are parallel, and the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Okay, obviously these are all of same length and they are perpendicular to each other, and the equal is not equal and the angle is not equal to 90. They are more than either more than or less than 90. Okay, yes. Next one is kite. Next one is kite. Okay, so kite is something like this. Have you all seen the kite? Yes. Okay, is it not of the same length with the tail? Yeah, so this is a kite. Again, it is a type of quadrilateral. See here, in kite, these two lines are of same length, but these two lines are of same length. Okay, they are not equal to this. These two are of same length and these two are of same length. Okay, and the opposite pair of angles, this line and this line, they are not parallel. Remember this. Okay, these two opposite pair of lines are not parallel. See here, when you extend it, okay, when you extend it, they meet at some point. Okay, parallel line should be the one which should not meet at infinity. Okay, but they are meeting at a point. So these two opposite pair of lines are not parallel. Understood? And when you see the angles, these angles are more than or less than 90. Next one is parallel. Talking about the diagonals. Okay, so when you talk about the diagonals, these angles are 90 degrees. Okay, so this angle is 90 degrees. The diagonals are perpendicular to each other. One more interesting property of this diagonal is, see here, this and this length is equal, but this length and this length is not equal. Are you getting my point? These two lines are bisecting each other. Okay, this line is bisecting this line. These two are of equal halves, but these two are not bisecting. Okay, this is of different length and this is of different length. Understood? The best day-to-day example for this is a kite itself. Okay, go get a kite and see whether these two lines are parallel or not. Take a ruler, measure it, draw the diagonals and measure this. Okay, you will get a clear-cut idea of what is these properties. Okay, so this is a kite. Next one is trapezium. Okay, so in trapezium, look at this figure. Okay, so in trapezium, only remember one thing. Okay, that is only one pair of sides are parallel. Okay, see here, only these two pair of lines are parallel, not these two. these two are not parallel. You extend it in the same way, you extend it in the same way, they are meeting at this point. Okay, so these two are of not these two pair of sides are not parallel. Only these two pair of lines are parallel. In a trapezium, only one pair of sides is parallel. Talking about the angles, these are either less or more than 90, and the there is no such exact property about the diagonals. Okay, there are different types of parallelograms, different types of trapezium. For example, see here. Okay, here also only one pair of sides is parallel to each other, the other side is not equal. Okay, they are meeting at a point. So, and here the angle is 90 degree. So this is called as right angled trapezium. Okay, so there are different types of trapezium. When you look at a figure and if you have to tell whether it is a trapezium or not, you have to check only one thing. So what is that one thing? Only the opposite pair of lines. Okay, are they equal or not equal? You have to check only that. Okay, one more figure I will draw. Tell me whether it is. Okay, tell me whether it is a trapezium or not. Yes, it is a trapezium. Why? Because see here, only one pair, this and this line, they are parallel to each other, but these two lines are not parallel to each other. Okay, one pair of lines we got it as parallel. So this is a trapezium. Okay, so these are the proper basic 6 types of quadrilaterals, and we will discuss the some more properties like area and perimeter of these quadrilaterals in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you once again.